Pandey ji on my right and Shri Arun Goyal ji on my left, senior officers, DCs of the Commission, friends from media present here. First of all, very good morning. We have gathered here to announce the schedule for the Karnataka election and the by-elections. You may recall that after the successful and peaceful conduct of elections in the 3 states of the Northeast, just early this year, it is now time to move to the southern part of the country. What a stark difference in terms of geography, culture, and varied challenges that we have in 2 different sets of states where we are doing the elections. The challenges in Northeast were very different than what we have in Karnataka. But what remains consistent and constant is our commitment to deliver a free, fair, transparent, and inducement-free election. So be it Northeast, South, across the length and breadth of the country, we are committed to do it. And you may recall that the challenges in the recently held elections were more in terms of controlling the violence, handling the tough topography, making the logistical arrangements, making machines move, the electoral machinery move. Whereas in Karnataka, the challenges are of different nature, which I will elaborate. Well, you eagerly must be waiting for the schedule straightway, but just give me 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to tell you the basics profiling. The term of Karnataka Legislative Assembly is till 24th of May 2023. So we have to complete the entire process before that. There are 224 assembly constituencies, of which 36 are reserved for the SCs and 15 are reserved for the STs. Let me just also tell you the electors' profile in the state, because a healthy electoral roll is a prerequisite and a foundation for any election activity and an exercise. Total electors in the states are 5.21 crores, of which male electors are 2.62 and female electors are around 2.59, almost equal. And during the SSR exercise which we completed, the Commission laid special emphasis on the, as I have been repeatedly saying, on the inclusive part of the electoral roll and also the human part of the electoral roll. What does it entail? It means we laid special emphasis on registration of new age voters between 18 to 19 years, women, transgenders, persons with disabilities, and also in Karnataka on the particularly vulnerable tribal groups, who are the disadvantaged groups. If you look at any human development indices, the particularly vulnerable tribal groups are the one who are at the lowest of the ladder. So we said we'll have a special outreach. I'll touch on that in one of the slides. The role gender ratio in the state stands at 988, which is very healthy. And the copies of the electoral rolls, including the process by which it was prepared, have all been shared with the political parties. And the involvement was at every stage. So friends, senior citizens and PWDs, as we have been putting a special emphasis on this part, and it's important in case of Karnataka because it will happen first time in Karnataka. The total number of 80 plus electors is 12.15 lakhs. So you would see that it's an increase of 32% from the 2018. And they also includes 16,976 proud electors who are 100 plus. We'll be having a special outreach for all of them. The persons with disabilities, as you would see, a sharp increase because of our focus, has increased to 5.55 lakhs. This is an increase of close to 150% over 2018. And you may ask me how it has happened. It's the social justice departments of the states give scholarships to various persons with disabilities. we also collected data from them so that, we can have an outreach. We can go to their houses and have a special outreach to persuade them, to facilitate them to become our voters. And this is the result of that. And through your medium, we would like to welcome them, pay our gratitudes to all the senior citizens and the persons with disabilities, transgenders, to please come and participate with all vigor in the election, and we are having a special attempt for that, which includes that for the first time, this facility for voting from home would be available in Karnataka to the 80+ voters and also to the persons with disabilities. It has been a very successful and very reassuring and very happy experience for all of us in the Commission. To just report through you, in recently 5 state elections which we have had recently, Himachal, Gujarat, Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland, over 73,200 persons with disabilities and 80+ senior citizens, we have been able to go to their house and take their votes. I mean, for one vote, 3 to 4 persons go. All the political parties are informed, it's videographed so that secrecy is not compromised. But it is worth the effort. It puts a pressure on the administration, on the already strained administration during the elections. But फिर भी इसमें जाना, वोट को लेना घर से सीनियर सिटीजन्स और PWDs का एक बहुत ही सुखद अनुभूति है और इसको हम आने वाले इलेक्शंस में और इसमें लगातार सुदृढ़ करते रहेंगे. So coming to the inclusive elections and connecting with the youth, which is very critical in case of all the elections, but more so in Karnataka and in terms of youth and urban. I'll tell you how. So the first time voters in Karnataka, because of our special effort as I just mentioned, has increased from 18 to 19 by 9.17 lakhs. And the young electors gender ratio, which was low at 720, has increased to 820. It's a jump of 100%. So means we have been able to get more and more girls in the age of 18 to 19 registered in our electoral rolls. So it's far more gender sensitive now. And all young voters who are turning 18 years by 1st of April 2023 will be able to vote in this forthcoming election. So this again, आपके माध्यम से मैं इसको फिर से बताना चाहता हूँ. कमीशन के एफर्ट से 4 क्वालिफाइंग डेट्स का अमेंडमेंट लॉ में हुआ था कि हर क्वार्टर की फर्स्ट डेट. तो हमने एडवांस में एप्लीकेशन जो लेने का प्रोसेस शुरू किया, उसमें 1 अप्रैल को जो लोग 18 इयर्स के होने वाले हैं उनकी पिटीशन हमारे पास पहले से आके रखी हैं और वो भी लोग 41,000 ऐसे हैं जो because of this change in amendment would be able to cast their vote. Otherwise they would have to wait. They would have waited for the next year 1st of January to become eligible. So this is the power of that amendment which we I've just wanted to tell you. And youth participation in the electoral process, as you know, brings in the required energy and rhythm, yielding to a more vibrant and argumentative electoral process, participative electoral process, which is again a very healthy sign for the democracy. And as our National Voters Day theme was, there is nothing like voting. So this is what we are popularizing amongst the youth, and through you also requesting that when we have taken so much of effort to make them voters, let them also respond by coming to the polling stations on the date which we'll announce now. Coming to the particularly vulnerable tribal groups, as are again a human face and an inclusive agenda for the electoral rolls. The purity and the inclusiveness and the health of electoral rolls is one of the focus of the Commission, more so this year. So there are 2 PVTGs in Karnataka, Jhenukurba and Koraga tribes. And the total population is 46,852, and 18 plus is 30,507. And you would be happy to know that we have been able to enroll 100%. Primitive, these two PVTGs. और इनके लिए 40 एथेनिक बूथ भी हम बना रहे हैं ताकि वो अपने वैल्यू में अपने तरीके से they feel happy participating in our elections. Similarly, for transgenders, total transgenders in the state as per the records of the department concerned is 42,756, and we have been able to enroll through our outreach in our process 41,312, which is again almost complete. कुछ ऐसे भी लोग हैं जो अपने आप को इलेक्टोरल रोल में एज ट्रांसजेंडर मार्क नहीं कराना चाहते. हमारी उनसे अपील है कि अगर ऐसे कुछ लोग छूट गए तो जिस फॉर्म में जिस सेंसिटिविटीज के साथ वो अपने आप को अटैच मार्क कराना चाहते हैं, हम उसमें एक कदम उनसे आगे बढ़ के उनकी मदद करेंगे और उनको ऐड करेंगे. नाउ आफ्टर वोटर्स, टू गिव यू ए फील एंड ए ओवरव्यू ऑफ द पोलिंग स्टेशंस. There are 58,282 polling stations in the state of Karnataka, of which 20,866 are urban. And I'll tell you what special efforts are required for these urban area polling stations. Average electors per polling stations comes to 883, and we'll be doing as usual the 50% webcasting, which comes to 29,140. On all these sensitive booths which have been identified, we take 4-5 measures. Either there would be a CAPF, or there would be webcasting, or there would be a micro-observer. It's a combination, and cumulatively, through a combination of all of this, we tend to put more vigor and vigil on the sensitive booths. For enhanced voter experience, how do we ensure that voters feel happy, want to come to the booth and take part in the festival of democracy? There would be close to 1,320 polling stations which would be managed exclusively by the women. ये भी उनके हर इलेक्शन में हम कर रहे हैं, उनके एक एम्पावरमेंट का भी पार्ट है. There is a feeling that yes, we can do it, and election exercises in the even remote places, there were booths in the recently held elections which were all managed by the women, including the security personnel. और इसी तरीके से 240 पोलिंग स्टेशंस would be मॉडल पोलिंग स्टेशंस जिसमें इको फ्रेंडली और ग्रीन बूथ्स उनको बनाएंगे. और ये भी एक नया प्रयास शुरू किया है कि जब यूथ नहीं आते हैं वोटिंग में, तो हम पोलिंग स्टेशंस को भी अपनी यूथ जो एम्प्लॉयज हैं उनसे मैनेज करें. तो जो भी यंगेस्ट एम्प्लॉयज हैं